Hello, friends! Today we're going to read The Paper Bag Princess. This is a story about a beautiful princess named Elizabeth who is going to marry a prince named Ronald. When he attacks her castle, burns all her clothes, and carries Ronald away, Elizabeth decides to save Ronald. How does she rescue a prince from a dragon? Let's read the book to find out how Elizabeth saves Ronald. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes, and with his fiery breath carried off Prince Ronald. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forest and horses' bones. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door that had a huge knocker on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Well, a princess. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait!" shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the smartest and fiercest dragon in the whole world?" Why do you think she called him smart and fierce? "Yes," said the dragon. "Is it true," said Elizabeth, "that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath?" "Oh, yes," said the dragon, and he took a huge deep breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. My goodness, that's a lot of fire. "Fantastic," said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burned up 100 forests. "Magnificent," said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another huge breath, but this time nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire left to cook a meatball. Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds?" "Why, yes," said the dragon, and jumped up and flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, "Fantastic! Do it again!" First, Elizabeth tricks the dragon into using his fiery breath. Then she tricks him into flying very fast. I think this is part of her plan to save Ronald. So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he lay down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon." The dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and put her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she could, "Hey, dragon!" The dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, "Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes. Your hair is all tangled, and you are wearing a dirty old paper bag. Come back when you are dressed like a real princess." Ronald isn't happy to see the princess because of the way she looks. Elizabeth doesn't Elizabeth doesn't like the way Ronald acts after she saves him, so they don't get married. But Elizabeth doesn't seem sad at all. "Ronald," said Elizabeth, "your clothes are really pretty, and your hair is very neat. You look like a real prince. But you are a bum." They didn't get married after all. In many stories, something happens to the beautiful princess, and she has to be saved. How is this story different? Yes, Elizabeth had to save the prince. Why do you think Princess Elizabeth is happy about not marrying Prince Ronald? At the beginning of the story, let me find a picture for you. At the beginning of the story, Ronald doesn't look like he's very nice to Elizabeth, even though she is dressed like a princess. How do we know that from this picture? I think he might be more interested in playing tennis than he is with a princess. Well, I hope you enjoyed this story, The Paper Bag Princess. See you next time.